So we live, we got the video going,
Done.
and
Finally. Hallelujah.
finally, 75 years later, I
Mm.
imagine it with a David Attenborough voice. 75 years later. Bruh, you know, some of the random thoughts that I get every now and then, it's
Yeah,
actually
go on.
bad.
Yeah, go on.
Bruh, imagine David Attenborough at a gym, okay?
Okay.
I was thinking about this today while I was working out, thinking, yes, but imagine David Attenborough at the gym, and he sees all these acts. I'm going to try do an impersonation as best as I can. Okay. On a cold Thursday night, many men embark on a journey to fix themselves. Unfortunately, some of them do not have the commitment or the discipline, as most of them walk around with a very serious condition called invisible lat syndrome. And added to that is chicken legs. Chicken legs is a common thing around men that do not train legs, they just train upper body. I can't. But yeah, that's
Chicken legs. Oh, it's great.
chicken legs and invisible lat syndrome. It's a real thing. It's a
Well
real
done,
thing.
dude.
You need to train everything, guys. Everything. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Good news. Arsenal won the Champions League. Yes. Yes. Come on, let's go. But it was the females. They were all disguised as females, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, it's still a good thing. So, well done to the Arsenal team. We are champions of Europe. Yay! Maybe
You
Arteta
won
can
the
take a
Champions
few
League.
heads.
Yeah, Arteta should actually pop in and be like, listen, how the flip did you do this? Like, what's the trick?
Do you think that Arsenal team could beat Man United at the moment?
100%.
Yeah. And that's not a shot at United fans. I'm sorry.
No,
We're
it
going to move
is.
on
It's
from that.
100% a shot at United fans. Like, you guys are trash. Sorry.
All
Support
right.
it.
So, today's film subject, we're going to speak about the Mission Impossible movies and how we rank them. We're going to go from the bottom up. So, D, you start with your lowest of the lot, which is number 8. Let's go for it.
Right. So it'll be in the title and everything. If no one is aware, the latest Mission, sure, the latest Mission Impossible movie came out this week.
Yes, that's correct.
Final Reckoning. I think it's the final straw for me in that franchise. Just the final nail in the coffin. Make it
Yeah,
stop. Please stop. I'm so sick of seeing that guy run
100%.
for 17 days. Like, just stop.
But that
That
like breaks a
movie
land speed record when he runs. It's mad.
did. His stamina is unlimited. He can run. Your play on Call of Duty will get tired before Tom Cruise. Like, the guy will just
he's,
he'll
he's
just
always
run
running on tactical sprint.
always. He's still running even while we speak. He's still running. Like, he just hasn't stopped
100% true.
running.
Just like
So,
this.
yeah, high legs, high knees, everything.
Everything. Everything.
Yeah, and his hair's
Yep.
just waving in the background. The Final Reckoning is by far my least favorite of the franchise. I despised it. I
Yeah.
wanted to walk out of the cinema, but I was like, it's the last one. I want to see how it ends. Are they gonna like tie it up? We're gonna do like a quick review of it after the section, so I'll save that for later. But it is closely followed by Dead Reckoning. That movie was shocking. I walked out of the cinema. I like never walk out of cinemas, and I couldn't. I couldn't sit in that cinema anymore. I was like, I'm out. Peace. I did end up finishing the movie later on though, but I couldn't stand that movie. Okay, all that to say, I have loved the franchise literally up until the last two.
That's
So
fair.
I
Yeah.
wanted to put that out there. I'm a big
I
fan of the
can,
franchise.
I can agree with you on your bottom 2. They are definitely in that order with me as well.
Okay, cool. So that's
Um,
so we've got the last two are in common. I'm just
Yeah.
making a mark to see how many we have in common.
Yeah.
Number 6 for me is Mission Impossible 1. It's a great movie. I mean, even like for its time and how long it's been, it's a great film. It's got a good cast. Brian De Palma was the director on that.
Yeah.
It's still a good action movie today. Number 5 for me is Rogue Nation. That's when Chris McQuarrie started directing the movies. If you don't know, all the Mission movies up until 5 were directed by different directors. And then
Correct.
McQuarrie stayed on for 5, 6, 7, and 8. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, for 6. No, yeah, 5, 6, 7, and 8. He directed the last 4, which I
That's
really wish
correct.
they didn't do. I wish they continued changing directors. I think it really helped the franchise, and every movie felt different. But anyway, so yeah, 5 for me was Rogue Nation. Very fun movie. It had big shoes to fill because it was a follow up to. Okay, I don't want to give it away. So my number 4 is Mission Impossible 2. John Woo. We spoke
Yeah.
about it the other day when the message was about to self-destruct and he threw those sunglasses. It was just so flipping cool.
It was so
Like,
epic.
it was so
Especially
cool.
especially as kids watching it. It was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it was awesome.
So,
So, and it still holds up. I really dig Mission Impossible 2. I have a lot of time for it.
and
My
Zimmer scored. Don't forget Zimmer's score in that movie. So,
facts,
Hans
facts.
Zimmer.
And then, yeah, so number 3, I have Mission Impossible Fallout. It's a great movie. For me personally, I don't like it as much as most people do. It's a great movie. I love it. But it's a bit too long and there's a bit too much going on. That it kind of, there's a gap. There's a few things that take me out of the movie completely. And then I'm like, okay, we're back. Oh, I'm out again. Okay, we're back. I wish they tightened it up a little bit and cut it a little bit. But it's a really good action movie. My second favorite for me is one of the most underrated, probably the most underrated Mission Impossible movie is Mission Impossible 3. I flipping loved that movie.
Great film. Great
I
film.
watched it over and over. My sister, if you're listening to this, hi, love you lots. My sister actually got that for me on DVD for my birthday, and I watched it like it was my day job. I watched that movie all the time. It was so sick. The late great Philip Seymour Hoffman was so awesome in that
Mm.
film as well. And I think J.J. Abrams did a really good job on that movie.
That was his directorial. That was his debut film, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly, yeah. Probably have to check that, but yeah, it was definitely one of his first. And then, yeah, the first one, my favorite by far, like none of them come close to this one, is Ghost Protocol. I absolutely love Ghost Protocol. It's my favorite Mission Impossible. It's one of my favorite action movies. It's one of my favorite movies, full stop. I love, love, love Ghost Protocol. It's like, it's a perfect movie. There's no fat on it at all. The
If
action,
correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one that Jeremy Renner makes his appearance in the franchise. It's his
yes.
debut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And the director is Brad Bird, who comes from Pixar fame. He did The Incredibles and Ratatouille, and that was his first live
Okay.
action movie. And yes, he nailed it, hit it out of the park. I went to watch Ghost Protocol at the cinema. I can't tell you how many times. Loved that movie. But yeah,
Is it,
so
is it as many times as Sinners?
no, no, I've definitely seen Sinners more times. We don't
Fair
need
enough.
to. We don't need to share how many times I've seen Sinners, but
Fair enough.
I'm almost I've almost perfected the guitar at this point just by watching the films so many times.
Oh, okay. That'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see. I love
yeah.
it.
So
I love
the next episode, I might just be rocking like a little banjo and just be playing like a little
it.
guitar.
By all means, go for it. I think that will
Yeah,
be awesome.
yeah. So
Okay,
just
so
sorry, just to recap mine quick. Sorry, quick sticks. So it's from bottom to first. The Final Reckoning, Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible 1, Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible 2, Fallout, Mission Impossible 3, Ghost Protocol. Cool.
nasty. I think that's a solid pick, bud. Okay,
Thanks.
so for me, the bottom two are the same as yours. Final Reckoning and Dead Reckoning. I found them both very boring. They were all over the place. It lost its magic. just plain and simple. I know some people absolutely loved it. For me, I didn't. I really didn't. Yeah. Number 6 for me is the first one. Enjoyed it. I haven't watched it for a long time. I do want to watch it again just to see how it's aged up. Number 5 is Mission Impossible 2. Loved it, especially as a kid. Obviously, some of those scenes are a little bit like over the top now, particularly him kicking the gun out of the sand. I remember trying to replicate that as a kid and breaking my toe in the sand pit, which was hilarious. My mom
How?
wasn't too impressed with me. uh, number 4 for me is Mission Impossible 3. Also, love that movie. Yeah, that was sorry. That's number 4. Mission Impossible 3 is number 4 for me. Number
Impossible 3
3.
before.
Yes, that was a mess
I
up.
know, I know. That's
Number
funny.
3 is Rogue Nation. Loved it as well. Really enjoyed that. Second for me is Ghost Protocol, and then number 1. It's probably one of the movies I've watched the most. I don't know how many times I've watched that movie, and I absolutely love it. And that is Mission Impossible Fallout. I love the Halo scene. If you watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Mm.
And
Yeah, that was incredible.
for me it was just an awesome action movie. I really enjoyed it. Really,
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
no,
So
fair
yeah.
enough. The most epic thing in that movie is Henry Cavill loading his arms.
Oh, but listen,
It's so
it,
sick. It's like so
yeah,
stupid, but it's so sick at the same time.
yeah,
It's
and
so cool. It's like the guy's
it is
literally
cool.
just loading his arms.
Exactly. No, that was yes, but that Chinese guy really stuffed them up.
Yeah,
Yo, that was yesy. You
proper.
could feel yeah, like flying through the window, not the windows. Wait, what am I
The
saying?
mirrors.
The mirrors and stuff. So yeah, it
Yeah,
was hectic.
like,
Um,
it was a great fight
yeah,
scene. Yeah,
no, there were some awesome fight scenes and stuff. Look, I will say this: as bad as the last two were, I still respect Tom Cruise with all the stunt work that he does. He does
yeah,
amazing stuff with that. He really does.
yeah. And his shape at
Um,
62 is very admirable.
it's ridiculous.
Isn't
If I can look half as good like that at 62, I'll be very happy.
Yes,
So,
yeah, I agree. He looks amazing. Fair play
yeah,
to him. I just wish his movies were as good as the shape he's in. That would be great.
particularly those last two.
Yo,
Okay, so next now is we're gonna do our film review on. So on the weekend, I watched Lilo and Stitch, the live remake. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do a review on that. Did you watch it? I'm not sure if you watched it, bud.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay, so you're not missing much. I'll be honest. I love the original. Absolutely love the original. It's one of my favorite animated movies. Once again, Hollywood relying too much on nostalgia, like we
Mm,
touched in one of our previous episodes. Um, yeah, it just like it has its moments, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. So yeah, give it a watch, guys. Let us know what you think about it, and if we're wrong. Quite curious to hear what everyone has to say about that and their opinions. And then, yeah,
is
we're
it a
gonna go
shot for
for that
shot
final.
remake?
Say again.
Is it like a shot for shot remake, like that Lion King one was? Like this Lilo and Stitch, is it literally like just
No, there's a lot
shot
of
for
things that they changed in it. There's quite a few things that they changed it in and stuff.
shot? That's fair enough, at least.
Yeah, like some of the characters that most of the characters are still in there. There's one or two missing. Um, yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like there's some scenes I laughed. I did laugh. Like that scene in the original where he's like pointing the gun at the frog. That scene cracks me up all the time. Every time I see it, I always burst out laughing.
Yeah,
Doesn't really have much that in this one. So yeah. And
fair
then
enough.
going for the the name of the title should have been the final nail in the coffin in the franchise, and that
Yeah.
was Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Yeah, for me, geez, a very generous 2 out of 5. Very generous 2 out of 5. Yeah, some of the scenes are cool, but I did find the movie to be all over the place, which I don't like it in a movie.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how you felt about it. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like they were trying to figure out the movie along the way because there's so much exposition, like relentless exposition, that it's like I feel like you don't even understand what's going on. That you have to keep giving us more exposition because it was too
agreed,
much.
mate.
And I've always said the worst thing than a bad movie is a boring one. And these
Yeah,
last two were so boring. They were so
particularly the last
boring.
two, they were very boring. They were very
Very
boring.
boring. I mean, it was too much. I honestly feel like they genuinely lost the plot where they were like, we
Yeah,
don't even know where this is going. And then the whole film was almost like a compilation of. They were trying to tie things in. I mean, this isn't spoilers, but like they try and take things from previous films that then
yeah.
tie into this one. And I'm like, no, 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 no. That doesn't make sense. You can't do that. You're being silly now. That
Like it felt
all of
like
this
lazy
is
writing to me,
why.
Pete.
It
It
is
felt
lazy.
like
I mean, bro, the whole thing of Mission Impossible was each movie was a different mission, different director, different this, different that.
yeah,
And now it's like, oh, it was all connected the whole time. No. Why couldn't it just all have been different missions? Why did you have to try and very lazily connect everything? And then it just got even more convoluted and very boring. But you know what?
no,
Um, this is just our opinion. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
yes,
If you enjoyed the previous one, you'll enjoy this one. I think that's safe to say.
100%. Yeah, agreed, agreed.
Um, this was just yo. I don't know how the same people who made Rogue Nation and Fallout made these two movies. It's
Yeah,
baffling. I
doesn't
don't
make
know how that
sense to me.
happened. I don't know what went wrong. Yeah. If this is the peak of action cinema, we're in trouble. We're in so much trouble.
Yeah, big time. I agree with you there, bud. I
Yeah.
agree with you there.
Plus, hot take. Everyone goes on about Tom Cruise's stunts, right? Rightfully so. But give Jackie Chan his due. That guy,
the goat there.
that guy is the
It's the
best.
original. Yes,
The
yes.
stuff that guy did is disgusting.
No, it is crazy. It is crazy.
And there's
I
no
agree
road
with you.
CGI. Like, I'm not taking Tom Cruise, I'm not taking anything away from Tom Cruise. It's still amazing what he does. But Jackie Chan didn't have robes and CGI to help him do those things.
He didn't.
Like,
He didn't.
he did that stuff without any safety harness. And no, Jackie Chan's the guy. He's the one. Just a quick recap. I caught up on Warfare.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
so just to give my take from, yeah, like you said, the guy who directed it actually plays a character in the film. Well, he's a character. He's in the film. It's based on his memory of the event. Um, it didn't feel like a film, and it didn't feel like a documentary, and I loved that about it because it felt so real. But it didn't feel like it was Hollywood, and it didn't feel like a documentary. You just felt like you were watching this real life event happen, like you were there with them. Um, So yeah, I gave Warfare I think I gave it 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it.
That's
So
good, dude. I'm glad
check
you
it out.
enjoyed it, mate. Glad you
Yeah,
got to watch it. It's a very good film. It really
very
is a
good
good
film.
film.
Yeah, really good film. Yeah.
Speaking of something that's good, I've been going on about this. I've been asking you to watch the rest of it.
Mm.
So season 2 of The Last of Us concluded this week, and wow, it was great. Wow, it was great. It's getting a lot of hate on the internet. I have seen that,
Oh wow.
particularly Bella Ramsey, who plays Ellie. Um, they literally took a lot of the scenes from the video game. So just to go back, The Last of Us is based on a video game. It's a very popular video game, and it's one of the best stories ever told. It really is so good. If you guys haven't played the games or if you haven't watched anything of the show, please give it a watch. It is so good. Pedro Pascal is brilliant in it, and Bella Ramsey. She is good. She has her moments. Although I do think they could have got the actress from Alien,
From
Romulus, to play her, and I think she would have done just as an amazing job, if not better. But definitely watch it. It is so good. Wow, it's good. It's heartbreaking, but it's brilliant at the same time. It really is brilliant.
Nice. There will be a season 3, hey.
Yeah, season 3 is going to happen. I'm not going to say what season 3 will be based on because it will spoil the whole show.
Okay. Yeah,
So
fair
yeah,
enough.
but
So I will catch
pretty
up on
much
that.
the way it ends, it does set up season 3. So yeah.
Okay. So, okay, cool. So, just in case people are wondering, the actress that we're referring to from Alien Romulus is Kaylee Spaney, I believe is how you say her name.
That's correct, yeah. And
She's really
she was
good.
also in Civil
Mm.
War. She
Yeah,
plays a
yeah.
young photographer. Yeah, and she was
She was
very good in it.
really good in Civil War. Yeah, if you haven't seen Civil War, not Marvel Civil War, don't be that guy. I mean, Captain America Civil War. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm referring to the comic book Marvel Civil War. Yeah, if the film's just called Civil War, it came out last year. Check it out. That was also really good.
It's also very good, yeah.
Yeah, very good film. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of impossible, we came up
Mm.
with a subject for our MMA segment, and that
I love that
is
segue, bro. Yes, see, that was good. Eh?
shot.
Can we
Thank you.
can we
Appreciate
just
it.
applaud the man? That was class. That was such
Thank
a
you.
good
I
segue.
appreciate that. I
I love
appreciate
that.
that.
Well done. Good job. See, Tom
So,
Cruise can do that. Flip him.
if
He can
only, eh?
go. He can climb up the Burj Khalifa, but he can't segue like that. So,
So, speaking of impossible things, for our MMA segment, we're gonna do 5 fighters that achieved the impossible in
mm,
the UFC. Okay.
mm,
So this is in no order whatsoever. We each gonna have 5 picks and
yeah.
what they did, a very brief on what they did, and that's pretty much it. D, do
Mm.
you want to go first?
Sure, brother. Okay. I didn't want to overthink it. I just wanted to do it like on the fly, like not on the fly. I have my five prepared, but what I mean is,
Yeah,
I was like, do I go all the way back to UFC 1? Am I
sure,
gonna
bud. Yeah,
die? And then I was just like, you know what? What are ones that if someone had to ask me right now, what answers would I give where I don't have my phone on me, I can't look it up, and I thought, okay, say less. I'm writing those five down. So I've actually ranked them from fifth to first.
okay, perfect.
Um, my number five is Diego Lopez fighting for a title a year after. Dude, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm being biased, but like I'm not at the same time. To
Now
to
listen,
coach
I'm
a champion, like even what he did at Noche, to go out and do what he did to Ortega, who is a beast. And then to walk out again, and bro, it doesn't even look like you've been in a scrap. Like my guy looked fresh, and he's coaching his fighter, and it's just like, how? And then his debut in the UFC was what 3 days notice.
yeah, it
It
was a
was
3 day
mad.
notice fight,
It was
and
mad.
he fought a guy that was in the top 10, and he almost
Yeah,
beat him. Yeah,
almost beat him. He's a beast.
yeah. No,
So
he's a savage. He's an absolute savage.
yeah, so I'd put Diego Lopez's career so far. It's a Rocky movie. It's literally Rocky.
Now listen, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Um,
He's definitely one to keep an eye out for.
yeah, 100%. So that was my number five. Your number three was hard. I won't lie because then all of these are like yo. But number three
You
is
mean number four?
oh
Number four,
sorry
but
sorry sorry. Number four is dude. It's Ilya finishing Volk and Max.
yo,
Yo.
yo, that was hard to watch, eh? That was hard to watch.
I like yo. I just thought we thought Volk was Superman. We thought Max was flipping Ultraman, whatever
Indestructible,
man you want to talk about. It had
indestructible.
never
Yeah.
been finished.
Yes.
And Ilya's like, I'm gonna point to the middle of the octagon, and we all like, yo, and then he's telling Max to wear a helmet, and we're just like, there's no way, bro, there's no way. And the fight starts, and he points to the middle, and it was already like, okay, yo, those guys for real.
I
Then
remember.
to
I remember
finish
when we
it,
were watching it, we were both losing our minds. We were doing a watch party, and we lost it. We absolutely lost
lost
it.
it, lost it,
It was
lost
crazy.
it.
It was mad.
Yes, that fight is bonkers. So that's number two. I mean, number four.
Yeah.
I was gonna troll and I was gonna put Marab playing basketball against Sean.
Listen, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I actually originally had Marab in one of my topics, but I'll leave
Okay.
it there.
Drop it like as an honorary mention because I'm
Yeah,
curious. His
I'll do that.
stamina is impossible though. Can we just say
But
the
that
man
ain't a cardio
is
machine.
impossible?
That ain't
His
a
cardio
cardio
is
machine.
disgusting.
If you put that oak in Mission Impossible with uh, with Tom Cruise's speed, that oak will lap the world
Yeah.
multiple times. No problem.
It's
I'll do it.
literally Winter Soldier where Sam is running. So Tom Cruise is Sam, and Marab is on your left, on your left, on your left, on your left. Then he's running backwards. No, Marab is even swimming laps around Tom Cruise is running. No, he's mad. So I
Yeah.
was gonna troll. I'm not gonna troll. So number three is just like it's in its entirety up to this point is John Jones's career. I really wish I could sum it down to one thing.
You're bad.
But dude, are we ever gonna see this again?
No,
Is anyone going to do what this man has done?
no, no.
And then what do you point out? There's two, and look, we're gonna talk about in the cage. We're not talking about outside the octagon because I'm not doing that. I'm not perfect, so I'm not going to judge anyone.
Yeah, look, he's.
Inside
I've
the
always said
octagon,
it.
we're talking about an
He's.
athlete. So what he's done
That's the
in
thing.
the cage,
Yeah,
that's what I'm referring to and only referring to.
yeah. Look,
What
he's.
he's done is it's unbelievable.
No, it
It's
is.
a PlayStation game. He's playing PlayStation.
Look,
It's
he's. I will say this. I agree with you. Um, outside the cage, he really does things that I do not agree with, and I know you
yeah,
don't agree with because we have
yeah,
we have had multiple conversations about it.
yeah, of
But
course, yeah,
as an athlete, that man is the greatest. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time, if not the greatest mixed martial arts fighter of
yeah,
all time. I often get asked who he is, and he's definitely up there. He's in the top two for me. Personally, for me, he's in the top two.
yeah. No, for me, he's number one.
Yeah.
John Jones is mad. Okay, and then number two. Number two is still one of my favorite fights to watch. It was one of my favorite build-ups because it was literally the favorite versus like the ultimate underdog. No one expected her to do anything. And that was Thug Rose beating Joanna Jacek. Oh my word. Dude.
Yeah, that fight hurt me. Yeah, that fight hurt me
Whoa.
because I like Joanna. I like JJ. I really
Yeah.
do.
She was talking all the smack to Rose, and Rose was just like the Terminator, just nothing came out of her mouth. And
Yeah,
in that octagon, she gave it to Joanna. And I was like, what the flip is going on? That fight was disgusting. That was
one
like,
of
that,
my one of my favorite things of that whole build up, D, is in that when they did that weigh in and
mm,
Rose is saying the Lord's Prayer. Like
amen. Amen.
that
Yeah,
was power. I absolutely love that, bud. I love
amen.
that.
Yes.
Absolutely love that.
And she
Okay,
often
what's your
posts
number one?
content on her Instagram. Yeah, so I love how proud she is of her faith and she doesn't shy away from it. So God bless her.
She's very strong with that, but she is.
Yeah, I love it. Dude, my number one is Leon beating Kamari. Nothing will beat that for me. That's a movie moment. If that happened in a film, we'd all sit in the audience go, "Of course that happened." To
Yeah,
see
look,
that happen in real life was mad, mad.
that was insane. That was insane. That was crazy.
You're down
Um,
4 rounds. You're losing
yeah,
the first, and the last few seconds of the fight, you kick him in the head, and my guy goes to the ancestral plane. He's even speaking to T'Challa, and he's like, "What happened?" He's like, "You just got knocked the out. Except it wasn't T'Challa, it was Chris Rock, and Chris Rock's like, you just got like in Friday. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. No, listen,
the unbeaten
that
Lamar is
was
number one for me.
crazy. The way he hit that head kick
Mm,
with that jab and with that 1-2, it was beautiful. It was
it was
an
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful shot. And I mean, he was getting dominated. His
He was
his
losing all
coach
5
was
rounds.
like
He was,
screaming at him. It was
yeah,
it was insane. It was
yeah,
absolutely insane. Dude, that
yeah.
is a solid. That is a solid. That's some solid picks there, bud. Yes,
Thanks, brother.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to compete with. Let me try.
No, I
Okay.
doubt that. I doubt that. I'm very curious to hear yours.
Okay.
We, for people
So
who are listening to this, we legit don't. I mean, we're not good actors, trust me. Otherwise, we'd be in the movies not reviewing them. I've got no idea what Mark's about to tell me.
well, we would probably be in a better Mission Impossible movie. Let's be honest, bro.
That's
Anyway,
fact.
we're gonna
Fact.
leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. I can hear the hate coming. I can hear it.
No, just let it
Okay.
come out. It'll be fun.
All right. So my honorable mention is Marab breaking GSP's takedown record, which he did against
I was gonna
what's
do
his
that.
name now, man? It's Khabib's cousin,
Uman. Usman?
Umar.
Umar.
I can't say that name. I'm sorry.
Nurmagomedov. Yeah, Uman
Yes, the polar
Nurmagomedov.
bears, my Dagestani polar bears are not going to be happy with me. Anyway, moving on.
They're not. They're gonna be very upset.
Um, okay, so number 5 for me is, oh, I love this man's story. He was in the featherweight division. He was getting smacked all the time. The
I know what
UFC
you're
almost
saying.
cut him. What happens? This man moves up to 155. Obviously, he got some wins and stuff at 145 pounds. This man moves up to 155 and he just goes on an absolute tear. And that is Charles Oliveira.
Shout.
People, this man he is amazing to watch. He has got the well, I think he's tied now with Islam. He's got the most finishes in the UFC in terms of
Yes.
submissions and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, his title run leading to him becoming champion was unbelievable. He
Mm,
was going he was in, I mean, 155 has always been considered like murder's row,
mm.
especially for the past 5-6 years, if not longer. And
If
he
not
was
longer,
so
yeah.
good in that. My word, he was so good there. So yeah, like I remember having a lot of arguments with people saying, like, particularly when he fought uh, Justin Genji and when he fought Dustin Poirier, people were like, oh no, Dustin's gonna nuke him. What happens? He submits him. Genji's gonna smack him into another place. No, what happens? He absolutely wallops him, goes right through him.
Mm.
So that's my number 5.
Nice.
Number 4, yo, I watching him for most of my life when I was a kid and watching the sport. Um, he wasn't always a favorite fighter of mine, but I've grown to enjoy his content and his insights in the sport over the years, and that is Michael Bisping. Michael
Mm.
Bisping becoming a champion on a 17-day notice against who I considered at the time one of the best middleweights in the world, Luke Rockhold.
With one eye.
That was crazy with one eye. With one eye, he lost his eye against Vitor Belfort because
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort was juiced to the gills, and he landed a head kick, and yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the retina in his eye got detached. I'm not a
It,
doctor, so I don't know the
it, no,
technical terms, but
yeah.
it was quite hectic. Number 3, this was tough, eh? This was tough for me to watch. Um, Probably he's in my top 3 favorite fighters of all time. Eventually, we are going to do our segment on our top fighters.
Mm.
So this is a little insight into that, and that is George St. Pierre losing against Matt Serra. Just to put it into perspective, Matt Serra had gotten
Upset.
his title shot because he had done well in The Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter is basically a reality TV show where they basically develop talent And in that particular season, they had gotten a whole bunch of vets to challenge and stuff, and whoever went far in the Ultimate Fighter would go on to challenge GSP. That was, I still say, that is the biggest upset in UFC history. It was crazy.
Yeah,
But
100%.
yeah, GSP got it back, so yes, and yeah, the rest is history. Number 2, I have to put this man up there. Have to. Youngest person to ever become a UFC champ at the age of 23, and that is John Jones, guys.
Yeah.
One day when he retires, eventually I will miss seeing him fight. I will miss seeing him
Yes.
fight because he's a technical genius. He's absolutely brilliant. And then my number 1 is, I never thought somebody would do this. I really never did. So let me explain. So in the UFC, you get guys that move on to become double champs. So meaning that they win a belt in one division and they move up to another division. Some fighters have held the belt at the same time, both belts at the same time. So just to give you an example, Daniel Cormier, Henry Cejudo, Amanda Nunes, just to name a few of them. All right. And then also Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was technically the first guy to do it. Randy Couture, BJ
Randy, yeah,
Penn,
him, yeah.
and I'm missing one more person if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, moving on to what I was saying. This man's climb to the level that he's at. Literally 6 years ago, he was in a workshop changing tires, and that is Alex Pereira. Okay, Alex Pereira became a double champ in 8 fights. I repeat that, 8 fights. Most guys don't even get to 8 fights in the UFC. This
Fact.
man, 8 fights, he became double champ. Unbelievable feat. Love watching his fights. He's just got that aura about him, and it's so cool to see. It's so cool to see. So yeah, and then another honorable mention. This is actually, these two are like neck and neck. So I'm going to put them both at number 1. I know it's cheating a little bit, but I'm going to put them both at number 1. This was one of my favorite knockouts. Okay, one of my absolute favorite knockouts,
I think
and
I
that
know
was
which one.
Holly Holmes sending Ronda Rousey to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
Oh my word, I was so happy. I was so happy. Ronda
Yeah.
was getting too cheeky for herself, and this is not me taking a shot at her or anything. She really was. When you say you can beat one of the best male boxers of all time, Floyd Mayweather, I think you've been kicked too many times in the head, and
Yeah.
that's just my honest opinion on it. And Holly was overlooked that entire fight, the build up and stuff. Everyone thought she was going to get absolutely nuked, but she didn't. She did such an amazing job. And look, rightfully so. I mean, Ronda was on a tear. She was literally finishing everyone within minutes. So she is a legend of the sport. I will say that. She did carry the flag for the ladies for many, many
Yeah.
years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I will give her that credit. And yeah, that's my top 5. So
Solid.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Pereira was a shout. Jeez,
Oh, yes, what a fighter he is.
yeah.
And also he became double champ, but yes, he's more of a striker than anything else. So he's more of a kickboxer than anything else. He's not a big wrestler. He's not a big jiu-jitsu guy. So it's crazy for him to become double champ. Doing that is
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's one of the craziest things we'll ever see in the sport.
100%.
Um, Speaking of crazy, D, I'm gonna upset you with this, bud. So it looks like Volkanovski's gonna fight Yayo Rodriguez again. It's not confirmed yet, but there's a lot of rumors going around about it.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't understand why they're giving him this fight. Why not make Yair and Diego Lopez? Okay,
Diego, especially after the
tell me
press
that's not to make. Reason
That's not
being
hard to
is
make. Yeah.
they wanted to murder each other at the last press conference. it was so funny to watch.
It's what everyone spoke about. No one was even talking about the actual fights. It was the two of them
Exactly.
that they stole the show.
Exactly.
Everyone was talking about
Look,
the two of
obviously we can't repeat what they were saying because yeah, will get taken down. Um, so yeah, for me that was crazy. That was a big shock for me. And then
them.
I don't know if you saw this, but so the UFC have introduced a new thing, and that is debut badges. So what they're going to do is when an athlete makes his first appearance in the UFC, his entire kit will be branded with a debut badge. And what they're going to do is after the fight, they will cut that badge away and they will put it into your trading cards. And they'll get the athlete to sign it, and it'll be a one of one. And somebody will
Wow.
have that signature of that athlete. I think that's pretty cool, especially if like the athlete becomes like someone big, becomes a
Yeah.
future
So
champ. Very cool to have. So yeah,
that's very cool.
yeah, it's I thought that was quite interesting, just with regards to like it's something fresh and it's something cool. I think it's very cool that they're doing that.
No, it is. Like you said, if somebody debuts and ends up becoming like the next star, sure.
Because I mean,
That,
there's so many good guys coming into the sport. It's that's the thing with the sport. That's what makes it so great. Is the talent pool is massive. There's so many people we haven't even seen, and
mm,
it's only a matter of time before they break into the UFC. Because I mean, the UFC is the pinnacle. It's the Champions League
yeah,
of the sport. So yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of Champions League, okay.
I see you on fire today with the segues. Jeez, good job.
Speaking of Champions League, we have got an epic final ahead of us this Saturday. Okay.
Mm,
So
yeah,
obviously, when this recording comes out, this will be on Monday, but we're recording on Thursday. All right.
yeah.
So with the Champions League final, I don't know about you, but I'm quite excited for it. Yes,
Mm,
it breaks my heart that my team is not in that final, but they did not deserve to be there. PSG outplayed them. Um, I cannot wait for this final, bud. I think it's going to be a great watch. I really do.
mm,
What's
yeah.
your predictions?
I just hope it's gonna be as good as those two legs with Inter and
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Uh,
It's
yeah, if
good
the
football.
quality of football is at that level, I really don't care who wins. I just want a good game. But my prediction, I'm gonna go with the Italians, dude. I'm gonna go with Inter. Probably.
Sure.
I mean, those scores were. It was a lot of goals.
It was insane. It was
Finals,
absolutely
people tend to
insane.
hold back lately in the modern era. Finals aren't very attacking, and
True.
Italy being a very defensive style of play. I'm gonna go with a 1-0 Inter, which I really hope I'm wrong. I hope it's way more goals than that.
1-0 Inter. Okay.
1-0
Well,
Inter,
look,
yeah.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with both teams. I'll be honest. I don't mind seeing Inter Milan win it, but at the same time, I don't mind seeing PSG win it. Reason being is because I like Inzaghi at Inter, and at PSG, there's three Portuguese players, which is Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, and João Neves, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, they in the starting team. It'd be amazing to see them. It's always for me being Portuguese. It makes me proud when I see players, especially young players in the team, go
Mm,
on to win the trophy because it's the most prestigious trophy you can win at club level. I'd even say it's the most prestigious overall. Yes, the World Cup is
so yeah,
up there, but I think it's very close between the two. I really do.
yeah.
Um, it's a beautiful trophy to win. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna say a 2-1 PSG.
Okay.
2-1 PSG. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my prediction.
I'm not really I'm not like I said. I'm not really invested in one or the other. I just want a really good final. I think it's been a while since I watched a really good Champions League final.
Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while since we've
Yeah,
gotten a very,
I
very
just
good.
want a crack of a game. Like, give me Inter versus Barca, any one of those matches. Give me a match like that. Oh,
That'll be
as long
amazing.
as it doesn't go to pens, it mustn't go to pens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just while we're on football, can I just say, vamos Sporting, somos campeões, Taça de Portugal, thank you very much. For all the
Well done,
Sportingistas
dude.
out there, thank you. We won the
Hey.
league, we won the cup. It's a good time to be a Sporting fan. Vamos, let's go, boys.
Did you speak to Gyökeres for me, bud? Did you put in a good word there for Arsenal?
So, Jokeres, let's just get his
Sorry.
name right, Mark. Otherwise, it's not going to come to Arsenal, mate.
Okay, you're definitely not coming to Arsenal then. You can't say it right, bud.
No. Yeah. Dude,
So now I got to worry about the Dagestani Bears and the Swedes coming after me now, bud. So
facts.
yeah,
You've chosen violence, I can't lie. You
chosen
are
violence.
choosing violence. No. I will speak to, yeah, that would be mad. As long as, like I said, as long as he doesn't go to United, then
That's really
because I
funny.
don't know what he's gonna do there. Yo, guys, if you support United, like, I'm not gonna be disingenuous. I don't like your football club. Like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I just
It's
don't
hectic.
like
It's hectic
United.
what they're going through. Yes, it's hectic what they're going through. Wow.
Yeah, and I
And
feel
you guys are
happy.
responsible for giving Spurs a trophy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Why? What did we do?
Exact. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying United.
Oh, I was gonna
United.
say Liverpool didn't do anything. Did you hear this thing though? Shout out to my cousin. He said this thing that they're saying it's the year. What? It's the season of
Oh,
the
it's the
bird.
year. The year of the birds. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Liverpool.
So Liverpool, obviously being a phoenix emblem, Crystal Palace being. I'm not. I don't study birds. I
Eagle.
don't know what kind of bird they have, but they have a bird on their logo. And then obviously Chelsea, Spurs have the chicken on the ball. So
Ah,
they,
yeah. Next one. Lot.
it's Nando's with a football. Actually, let me not say Nando's because that's critiquing the poorers. Let's not involve
Dude,
ourselves
Nando's
with
is
Spurs.
good, but Spurs
It's
isn't. Sorry,
it's a
but
chicken on a
there's no
ball.
excuse for that. Yo,
Yeah.
no.
So yeah, and then Chelsea winning the Conference League. They've won every European trophy now. They won all
Yes,
three.
that's correct. Yeah, first team to do that, which is great achievement.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I do like
how
Chelsea
crazy?
for them.
Yeah, I know you like Chelsea. I know.
Yeah.
How crazy was that EPL finish for that top
Mm,
four? Yes, I feel so sad for Forest, man. I
for
really wanted
Forest,
him
yeah,
to
that was
win.
so close, dude. They were doing so well, and then February, March was just like bad months for them. They dropped a
No,
lot of points. Uh,
it was a bad one, but shame.
But they can be so proud, dude. Honestly, like I don't want to patronize them, but Nuno and his players, I was gonna say his gents, Nuno and the gents can be very, very, very. I mean, Nottingham Forest they had no business being in the top four. They had no
Agreed,
business
man.
being there. Um,
Agreed.
they don't have any business being in the top 10,
Yeah,
and to
and look
be
at them. They
up
did
there
very well, man.
competing for fourth, crazy. But to everyone hating on Pep, stop disrespecting the man. Everybody
Just to
needs to calm.
clarify, I'm not hating on Pep. I just cannot stand that
No,
Oka looks like a king from Midsummer. I'm just
no,
saying.
that's
Yeah?
fine. You don't disrespect
I'm
Pep,
saying.
but all the disrespect Guardiola is getting, you guys need to
Yeah.
relax. He's still Guardiola. You can't take anything away from the man. You can't take a
He's
thing away from him.
one of the best managers ever. I agree with you
Oh,
there, D. One of the
and
best
also
managers ever, man.
facts,
But
and also one of the most, if not the most underrated manager. People have to start giving Conte his props.
yes, yeah.
He goes to
Mm,
Juve. I think they were 11th to first. Chelsea was something like 7th to first.
yeah,
Napoli was something like 5th to first. Bruh, Antonio Conte is the guy.
no,
He's the one.
agreed. Agreed, but he's a
Yo,
he's a he's quite something else to watch. I just wish he never went to Spurs. Sorry guys, I really hate Spurs. I don't
yeah.
think you guys understand how much I hate Spurs.
No, but it's
Um,
true. And you look at the
yeah,
managers that have walked into Spurs' dressing room over the last 10 years. I mean, they had Conte and Mourinho. It's mad.
That's
And
crazy.
if they didn't sack Jose, he would have won Europa League with them. That man's never lost a Europa League title. I mean, a Europa League final.
It's true.
If they didn't sack him, he would have won the Europa League with Spurs. But there we are. We'll never know. So,
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is with that.
yeah, dude.
Let's see. Let's see.
Mad.
So yeah.
Mad.
I want to see what happens next season. I'm quite excited. I don't think Arsenal will challenge, if I'm being very honest, even if we get our players that we want. I'm not being negative, guys. I'm just being honest. It's the life story of being an Arsenal fan. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, at least you don't sing the next season will be our season song because, yo,
oh well, bro, it's what season 17 on Netflix now, but it's been going on. So yeah.
yeah, I'm curious to see. Bayern Leverkusen's being absolutely torn apart. Like all their players are leaving.
Oh,
So I'm curious.
but
Yeah,
believe me, they saw the man with the plan, and they
they're
ducked.
running away. They don't want to be a part of the plan. They're like, nah, get me out of here. I'm good. Screw the
just
plan.
to just to put it into context, in case anyone doesn't know, it's Eric Ten Hag. He was the man that put United in the position that they are in at the
Yeah,
moment.
he's a United legend.
I mean,
We should,
he
we should
bought
be
the
thanking
greatest
him.
goalkeeper of all time, Nana.
Yeah,
Sorry, greatest dodgeball player of all time. My
yeah,
bad.
facts. If they ever do another dodgeball, he has to be in that movie. He needs to be like the Chuck Norris cameo. It's
Oh
like, yo,
yes,
they put a Nana.
and then they need to put him with his hands there like that, and the ball just goes through him.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And then he dives backwards into the net.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly. So yeah,
mad, mad.
no,
But yeah, we finally got on video, bro.
I
Congratulations.
finally got the video.
We're finally on
A
video.
lot of you have been requesting it, so we finally got it up, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not for lack of trying. We've
it's not for
been
lack
trying.
of trying. Trust me, we've spent a couple of hours trying to get this right, and
Yeah.
I think we finally got it right. So yeah,
I actually have to shout out someone. She knows
yeah.
exactly who she is. You, let's just call you Linda. We went through like 8 apps the other day trying to sort out the video, and we could not get it right. So yeah, I have to say, you know who you are, Beijing Rouge. I feel like all your efforts got us to where we are here. So
Credit to
thank you,
Linda, like you said.
Linda. Yeah.
Yeah,
So thank you,
yeah.
Linda. Yeah. So we've got the video. Uh, we obviously still want to do more. We want to have like a window where we can do tier lists, have like a second camera. We will get there. We just got video. Let's enjoy this moment. But
It's
yes,
only
we do.
episode 5, guys. It's only
Yeah,
episode 5.
episode 5, 100%. So, and then
There's
just
many
to
more to
sort
come.
of recap the whole thing, we could do more moments in MMA.
Yeah,
So if you want a part 2, 3, please let us know. We can only know through the comments. It's the
yeah.
only way we can find out. Please comment. Let us know. Give us your Mission Impossible rankings.
Please do,
Um,
guys.
what are
Heroes
your
to you.
predictions for the final? What did you think of The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Um, is there anything you feel like we left out? Did you enjoy Final Reckoning? Why did you enjoy Final Reckoning? And I'm not being sarcastic, like generally, what about it did you enjoy? Um, yeah. So please don't WhatsApp us for the people who know who we are. Can you please comment on YouTube? That would be so appreciated.
That would be great,
Really,
guys.
it
Thank you.
help us a lot. So thank you. But
As always, myself and Dino appreciate your guys' time and to listening to this podcast of ours. It's a passion project of both of ours, and
yeah,
we put a lot into this. And
yeah,
wanna to all those that have reached out to me and said, thank you for the recommendations, giving us feedback. I appreciate it, guys. Trust me, both me and Dino do.
yeah,
And on that note, you guys must have a great one, great week whenever you're listening to this. Even
yeah.
if this
Take
is
care.
your first time listening,
Yeah,
give
welcome
the
to the
other
show.
episodes a give the other episodes a go. I think we've got a lot to teach some people that don't have the time that we do. in terms to do the research that we do sometimes. So yeah, and that's the whole
Yeah,
point of the podcast. So yeah,
yeah,
on that
100%.
note, guys, have a great one, and till next time. Cheers.
Next time,
Bye.
peace. God bless.